NCRI calls for the release of those arrested in Mashhad. On August 11th, the Iranian regime arrested Hashem Khastar, a teachers' rights activist, and a number of others who demanded the resignation and removal of the regime's Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. They had gathered in front of a tribunal in Mashhad to support another individual calling for Khamenei's ouster when they were arrested. The head of security in the province described the detainees as overseas-related counter-revolutionary elements who had come to Mashhad from various parts of the country to foment protests, incite public opinion against the Islamic Republic, and create insecurity. On Monday, the NCRI called on international human rights bodies to strongly condemn the regime and to take immediate action to release the detainees. It added that the regime, besieged by domestic and international crises, is deeply afraid of any protests and sparks that could ignite popular uprisings, and tries to prevent it through suppression, arrest, and intimidation. Mike Pompeo says world must pressure Iran's terrorist regime to stop its destabilizing behavior. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo on Monday urged the international community to step up pressure on the Iranian regime until it stops its destabilizing behavior. In a tweet, Secretary Pompeo wrote, "The clock is ticking, time remaining before the UN arms embargo on Iran expires and Qasem Soleimani's travel ban ends. We urge our allies and partners to increase pressure on the Iranian regime until it stops its destabilizing behavior." Also on Monday, the US State Department reiterated that Iran's regime is the world's leading state sponsor of terror. In a statement on its website, the State Department wrote, "For over 40 years, their malign behavior and support for terrorist proxies has spread uncurbed. The international community must stand together against the Iranian regime's support for terror. Time is ticking." German exports to Iran halved in first half of 2019. German exports to Iran fell by nearly half in the first 6 months of 2019, data showed on Monday, suggesting companies are scaling back business ties with Tehran to avoid trouble with the United States after Washington reimposed sanctions on the Iranian regime. Sales to Iran plunged by 48% to €678 million from January through June, year on year, data from the Federal Statistics Office reviewed by Reuters showed. Imports from Iran declined by 43% to nearly €110 million. 2 Lebanese companies may be illicitly transporting oil for Iran. Business records and tracking data indicate that 2 shadowy Lebanon-based companies who own and operate tankers have been secretly transporting Iranian oil in the Mediterranean, while analysis of one company suggests the man running the operation may be a prominent Syrian businessman sanctioned by the United States. TankerTrackers.com data shows that the Sandro and Jasmine tankers have been turning off their location transponders and conducting transfers of the Iranian oil to or from other vessels off the Syrian coast. Iran's regime regularly uses these tactics to evade US sanctions.